You know, we talk about growth a lot on this channel, but I'm going to talk about it technically today and figuratively, okay? We're going to talk about growth in plant life because I'm a plant mom, but I also want to talk to you about it figuratively in your growth and my growth and how we continue to grow and shed our flowers and our leaves and figuratively, but we can grow even stronger when we come back. It's about the comeback. It's always about the comeback. And you can keep coming back year after year, season after season, just like these plants I'm going to talk to you about today. Okay, so many of you already know this, but just in case you're just joining me for the first time, you don't know that I have 3 grown sons and 5 grandchildren. I call myself Glamma, but they call me Grandma. I don't have a cute little name like Bippy or Bubsy or whatever. I didn't come up with it in time, or even like TT. That would have been cute, I guess, but I'm just Grandma. And so my kids are grown. My grandkids are getting up there, so they don't need me as much as they used to. So I decided when I left my TV job and pivoted and totally changed my life and my lifestyle, I became a plant mom. So you can see one behind me. It's called a fiddle leaf fig. And there's one over here, over my shoulder here, that is a monstera, I think is what you call it, monstero. You'll know. If you know what that is called, please drop it in the comments so everybody will know what it's called. But all I know is it's pretty and I like it, so I picked it up. So that is my older plant, and it's a little dull. And, you know, I have to shine the leaves and things like that. This one is brand new. And in fact, it's a leaf in the middle that is just opening up. It comes out all snuggled up like this, like a cocoon. And then it just kind of blossoms and it opens out. So that's kind of how these plants make me feel. And this time in my life has made me feel. Being at this big age, I call myself a big age baddie, that I feel like I am spreading my wings. I am opening up. I am alive again. I feel myself again. I'm feeling like I want to feel. And this is on a day-to-day basis. Now, does it happen every day? No, but way more often than it used to happen. I feel like myself. I feel comfortable in my skin. I feel like I am her. I have arrived. And guess what? If I go through a season where I don't feel like that, I already know that it's going to happen on the other side. I'm going to come out of it. I don't stay down in that place where I feel all wrapped up like this for too long. I want to feel like this. Yes. So how did these plants help me feel that way or get that to that point in my life? Okay. So when I first got this fiddle leaf fig, I was told by somebody that I really admire her sense of gardening and what she was able to do, like bring plants back to life. And I had given her some plants before that she helped me bring back to life. They're all gone now, but she helped me for a while. So I asked her name is Aretha. I said, yeah, I got this fiddle leaf fig. I ordered it offline. And she said, ooh, those can be temperamental. I don't know about that, but I was determined. So I went on YouTube University and found out more about it. I watched every video I could find. And so I've kept it alive, and it has flourished and it has thrived, and it's pretty big now, and it's going to get even bigger. So then fast forward to now, where I found a fiddle leaf fig. I was at a church volunteering at a food bank. I suggest you do that. We'll probably do a whole episode about volunteering. That's another thing I've been able to do in this stage in my life where I wish I had done it a lot sooner. Volunteering is the way to go. So I'll tell you more about that later. But I was volunteering at a church here, and what they do sometimes is these stores will donate food that was at this food bank. But they also, I did not know this, but sometimes they donate flowers. that are kind of on their last leg, and they can't sell them anymore. So they donate them for people who like to restore plants, or even some of them are food plants like bell peppers or tomato plants or something like that. So anywho, I saw a fiddly fig. When I saw it, I did not even recognize that that's what it was. The leaves looked familiar. It looked like these back here. However, they were brown and they were limp. They had fallen over. So I said, that's too bad. Like, I don't know what you could do with that. But then a lady that was there with me, she said, oh, you could bring that back to life. She took what do you call the knives that you get, like a pocket knife? I guess that's what you call it. She took a pocket knife and she flipped it out and she scraped a little bit down the stem. And I said, what are you doing? She said, if you see green under there, it's still alive. You can bring this right back to life. The leaves will grow. Everything will be like it never looked like this before. She hacked off those brown leaves and she gave it to me. And I put it in my car and I brought it home. I didn't even take it out of the car immediately because my thing was I will take it and then it's probably going to go in my garbage can and they're going to come pick it up on my garbage day. But something told me, bring it inside. So I brought it in, put some of the well water that I get when I go to Autauga County. You can go, they have those artesian wells where the water just comes up out of the ground. It just never stops flowing and it's so delicious. Oh my goodness. If you ever get a chance to get some of that artesian well water from somewhere in your neighborhood or in your area, buy you some containers and get you some. It will change your life. Okay. So anyway, I put some of that on there. On this stick, mind you. It's just a stick. She cut off all those brown leaves and she did that little scraping to show me it's still green on the inside. Y'all, week 1 went by, week 2 went by, week 3. But about a month later, I saw a little green leaf coming out of the top. And it was like Christmas morning. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know when I've been that excited recently. It was so fantastic. I said, she said it would happen. Then another one came and another one. And you should see it now. It is so, so pretty. I'm going to put some pictures up here so you'll be able to see. So those of you who want to see it, you need to be watching this on YouTube. If you're listening, you need to be watching so you can see this miracle that happened right here in my living room. These flowers have added so much to my life. They have shown me patience that I didn't have. You know, we live in this microwave, instant world. Everything wants it right now. That you want people to bring your food right now. You want people to wait on you right now. You want people to whatever. You want it like this. We don't want to wait for anything and watch anything just grow and be patient. But it is, listen, that I'm telling you, these plants have changed my life because they taught me patience. And they taught me that you still have ways to nurture. You still have ways to grow. And if you nurture your life, if you nurture your body, if you nurture your relationships, they will grow. When I got this plant, it was not the best looking plant. And so some of us are the same way. You know, we're not at our best. We're looking at ourselves and maybe our hair isn't what it used to be. Our skin isn't what it used to be. We see those subtle changes that take place as we age. Maybe we're not at the weight we want to be at, or our wardrobe isn't what we want it to be. We're not getting the feedback from people, the compliments that we used to get. So it was kind of like that with this plant that was sitting over in the corner and not its best self at that time. But that lady told me that you can do this. You can bring this back to life. And when she said that, I heard there's still life in you. There's still a way that you can change and grow and evolve and become. So that's what I love about bringing that plant home, sitting it in front of my window. We're in the same environment. We're in the same place. It just needed water. I needed watering. It just needed sunlight. It needed to be seen. I needed sunlight. I needed to see myself for what I could be, what I could become. And then after a while, and by, I started seeing that growth. The evidence will be there. And you might not even be the first one to see it. I saw the growth in my plant, and then I took pictures and I sent it to my friends who knew what it looked like that day that I picked it up. And I said, look at this. Look at God. And I'm telling you, you can grow the same way. If you water yourself, nurture yourself, feed yourself only the good stuff. Only what's good for you. You know what's good for you. You know it's some bad stuff in some of the stuff that you're eating. You know that you're eating too much of that bad stuff. You know that that alcohol that you're putting in your body is not necessarily good for your body. You know that you're taking all of these medicines, but do you know what they're doing and how they're working together? You got to figure those things out. And when you say, how did you do it? How did you change? How do you grow? How did you lose all that weight? That is how you do it. You figure out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And that's what I'm doing with these plants. I'm figuring out they're all in different soil and different pots, and they need watering at different times. But I'm learning that, and I'm learning the same thing about myself. Different things about me, different aspects of my life. I need to look at them differently now. I don't need to be in the same routine. My body has changed. So I have to change right along with it. And that's how your life can be. That's how your life can change. If you have been watering it a certain way or feeding it a certain way, your body is going to react that way. But when you make those wonderful changes, and it's not going to be immediate. I told you these plants have taught me patience. You have to wait. This is going to take time, but it is so worth it. I mean, I had a stick sitting over in my window. I said, get this good sunlight. I would talk to them. I talk to my plants. I do. We have not conversations. I mean, they don't talk back, but I talk to them and they respond. They respond. So I really want this whole room, this whole house to look like a jungle. I want to have just like plants everywhere. Because you know what? To me, that looks like life everywhere. So even though I'm empty nesting, I still have lots of living things in my home. So I suggest that for you. If you're looking for a hobby or something to do, and that's outside and inside, because I'm looking out the window at my roses now that are starting to pop out now that they're in season. But in the wintertime, they look a hot mess. It's a hot mess express out there. Everything's brown and you're like, is it ever going to come back? But it does. Water it. Give it sunlight and it will grow. Just like you. Give yourself some sunlight. Get some of that good vitamin D. Drink your water. Mind your business. Take care of yourself and you'll grow too in the same way. So I hope you've enjoyed this conversation and maybe you'll become a plant mom or a plant dad. I hope so. Hey, and if you already are, drop me a picture, drop me a comment, give me some advice. I love advice. I'm just starting. I'm a new plant mom, so help me out. Help me out if you can. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. And if you like it, please hit like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with somebody and let them know that we're on this journey together and we're going to grow together. See you next time.
I've never traveled all alone or built a fire on my own, but I know I can, 'cause it's all in my